Chapstick. Let's go. Got my money. All right. What up, though? Roddy Rod, big business. All right, so yeah, Iron Fist, Marvel's Iron Fist. I actually finished this like 2 days ago, Sunday afternoon. But you know, life. You know, the big buzz about the Iron Fist show is that it's been getting some bad reviews. Going into the show, I was thinking, oh, this isn't so bad. You know, I'm in it, but I'm also waiting for it to pick up. I think the biggest thing that cripples the Iron Fist is that it's part of a universe, all right? So you're gonna automatically compare it to the other Marvel Netflix shows. That's why you're watching it. That's why you're so interested in it, is because it's part of this big ass universe. So immediately, when you compare it to Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, it doesn't hold up. I mean, the thing is, when you think Iron Fist, you're expecting there to be some martial arts in this shit, right? And then you see it, and it's like, you want to compare it to Daredevil, and it does not compare to Daredevil. The action in Daredevil is 10 times better than this shit is. And the more you watch it, it really becomes more of, don't beat mom, I'm trying to do this video, right? I know you're finished. When you watch it, it's really like, takes away from the martial arts. It becomes a lot about business. I can say this is the first time in these Marvel Netflix shows where I felt like the main character didn't get enough spotlight, all right? Of course, there's side characters in Daredevil, Jessica Jones, and Luke Cage. But there's side characters in these shows, but you still felt like it was their show. On Iron Fist, halfway through, I'm like, okay, whose show is this? Is this Danny Rand's show, or is this Ward's show? Is this Harold's show? What's going on? I understand we got 13 hours to go, so you want to spread it out, but you really haven't given the Iron Fist that much to shine with yet to be going off these other characters. That's overall a little gripe I have about the show. I still enjoy the show, obviously, because it's a Marvel Netflix show, you know. I still fucks with it. It did have like the least exciting starting point. Like Daredevil started off great, especially when you got in that second episode in the hallway scene, all right? Jessica Jones starts off with a little girl shooting the parents in the elevator. I mean, you don't get that much more intense than that. And Luke Cage started off great, man. Oh my God, the whole Harlem shit. I thought that was gonna be my favorite, man, the way that started off. And then got Cottonmouth throwing my man off the roof. Oh man. Iron Fist just started off cool. And then it like stayed that way. It hit little peaks here. Specifically for me, the episode 6 with the tournament. That was a peak. And a couple other peaks, but it never really spiked. It just stayed like mediocre, just, like that, like a little heart monitor. Whereas some shows spiked up, you know, and then probably towards the second half of the season, it went down for me on some of the shows. But for this one overall, I just so that's it. Like when I think about Marvel Netflix shows, this isn't on top of my list. Like I'm not about to check this one out first. I'm not about to request somebody watch this one first. Like, you know, I'm gonna say some Daredevil or, you know, some Luke Cage. I'm not gonna really, I'm not really gonna jump out there and say, you guys see Iron Fist. And that's what it is, all right? Colleen Wing, I don't know, because she's usually not my type. Maybe it was all that black she was wearing, though. I can't stop staring at her little ass. Like, you know, that's just man to me. I mean, you know, you got Rosario Dawson and her legs all in here, like, I mean, you know, it shows her legs before it shows her, like, every time, like, okay, we get it, you got a nice one. And that's pretty much a quick review of the show. Overall review is, It's cool, all right. But when you compare it to the other Netflix shows, which you have to, it doesn't hold up. So let's get into this, all right. 3 things I liked and did not like about the Iron Fist. Number 1, I know this is gonna sound like I'm contradicting myself, but I really did like the business aspect of the show. Like just showing that cutthroat. I mean, when Joy got down, she got down. Just, they got bribery and shout out that little mentioning Jessica Jones too, when she mentioned that. But they got the bribery, got my man shot the dude in the head. I mean, just seeing how cutthroat they are and seeing how Danny Rand was like not having it. I enjoyed that. One thing I didn't like, it didn't have enough martial arts. See, that's what I'm trying to say, you know, like, I enjoyed the business aspect of it, but it's not the martial arts. I felt like it was more business than martial arts. Can you give me, you got 13 hours here, can we get this, you know, even playing, you know, I'm not trying to be picky, but, you know, come on. Number 2 that I really like, speaking of martial arts, it's just episode 6. I went back and watched that episode 3 times. That's one episode that I really will suggest somebody see. The whole tournament thing, man. When he got to my man, when they cut their hands and made that circle, and then he went to work on them, and then he still tried to like fight back, but then he stepped on his hand. He was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and crawl out this circle, man, because I love that, man. Shout out to RZA. I was kind of worried actually, like, what is RZA gonna do with this shit, but he ended up having my favorite episode. So shout out to RZA, man. You know your shit, man. Number 2 of what I didn't like, it seemed like it toned down, you know, what made these Netflix shows, the Netflix shows, like Daredevil, that shit was gruesome. Jessica Jones had some shit too, you know, crack babies and all this stuff. This seemed real PG-13ish. Besides that part where Madame Gao stabbed my man through the back of the head, through his mouth, all right, yeah, that was it. That was when a nod back to how the Daredevil was, all right. But besides that, it was real, like, laid back. It was, you know, like, come on, this is supposed to be hardcore, man. You know, I understand that Danny is really about peace and he's a monk and all this stuff. Don't you dare. The Iron Fist is really about peace and he's a monk and all this, but come on, man. You can still show some other stuff, you know. I mean, he had a couple of headshots here and there, but come on. Number 3, what I did like, is it Davos or Dravos? But yeah, I liked him. I don't know, I guess it kind of reminded me of Doctor Strange and how Mordo became the bad guy at the end. Like, you know, he's going to be a future villain. I like that, you know. I put that on my like list. I could put the Drunken Master part, but I'm just going to go ahead and add that with number 2, you know, of the good fight scene. That Drunken Master, when he fought, I mean, that shit was laugh. Number 3, what I really didn't like is the whole cliche part where, you know, he lost his power, you know. I'm like, what is this, man? Like, what is this? Spider-Man 2 or Superman 2 or Wolverine 2? Like, you know, that's so 80s, so 90s to have the superhero lose his powers. I guess that's a personal thing, but I'm really tired of those storylines with the superhero loses powers and he's forced to do something. Because he really didn't even, what did he do to even get his power fist back? Concentrate, like, what was the point of him losing the power of the Iron Fist for like 2 episodes? You know, the storytelling could have been better. Some of the editing was on point, specifically episode 8, the beginning where Ward was dumping his dad's body. I don't know, but the editing really grabbed me. Not trying to be picky, but I usually don't notice things like that. So if I notice it, it had to be bad. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, what else did I miss? Harold dying. I felt like I knew Harold was going to die, man. I had a hunch. And I thought he was going to come back too. I thought Ward was going to die, actually. I really thought Ward was going to die somehow, whether overdosing or something. I really thought Ward was going to die. I don't know, the Madame Gao shit was getting kind of old to me. You know, we got the best Stan Lee cameo in these Netflix episodes. I know it's that one. If you don't know, it's different in the Marvel show because it just shows a picture of Stan Lee in the background during one of the episodes. This one was a poster, like, it was real noticeable. I know that real quick, so I like that one because I knows it. And that's like pretty much what I can think. I used to know some of this shit, you know. I did like the Frankenstein too. He has that calling. I like that. That's what I got after about 3 days to binge through all this, man. Taking it all at once, maybe because it's just so new. But like I just really went through the old. I just really went through all the other Marvel Netflix shows like in December. 2 weeks in December, I went through 52 hours of these shows all at once. So maybe I'm just a little worn out from them. You know, I ain't get the 3-4 months gap like everybody else did between these shows. But I mean, I understand what the critics are saying, but I still like it. But I don't think this is gonna gain any new fans. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching my review. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If this is your first time watching me, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that toggle bell notification. All right, share with your friends. Let me know in the comment section what y'all thought about Marvel's Iron Fist on Netflix. All right, always reply, so you can always comment. Big business. I holla.